right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Wide, get wide. Show it up. Real.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And right away he lost the football. But fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Mayfield now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
I got you. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end to Njoku. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, alert 33. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Smooth. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gotta do better.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Alert. Point it right.
And again, it's Mayfield. Rolling to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Set. 180. Pistol. I'm going to run you over. 36. Run. I got you.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Let's go.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Run. Push them, travel.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, wahoo! 56, Mike, 56. You ain't going nowhere. 56.
Mayfield on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, alert. Like that.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Shoot.
Pilot, 64, weak.
12, fellas, here we go.
They begin the drive with Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
11.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Regular.
7-7, our score after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On the return is Pettis. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mayfield looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Fight.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180!
So we got man.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's caught at the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Point it right. Pistol. Hey, orbit. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. You draw corkers. Check 3. Hurry. 13. Check 13. 59. Run. Check 59. You must be dreaming. Mike. Hey, box drop. 59. Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's get off the field, D. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey! Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Real.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight, D. Don't let him breathe.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on.
Run.
Kill.
61. Matchbox lights. Regular. Hurry.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
There we go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bryant is good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, gun. 65. 6'6", bullet high.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, here's Breida. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, here we go. Oh. 21. 56. Hey, exit. All day.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Go.
56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
13. 2.
53.
2.
Check 53. In your face. Say.
21.
This is Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
11.
Now Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
A big run by Kareem Hunt. 41 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mayfield. Trying to improvise. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Regular.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check.
Alert.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Central West.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bryant on for the field goal. A 26 yards in.
And Bryant's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
1, Omaha.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, high 7.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. 1st down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 39 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Short boot, take it at the 21.
We play it to win. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Run. 56, the Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Point it right. Hey, Echo. Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here we go,
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
53's a Mike. 53, check.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Garoppolo now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Number 53, Mike 53.
They'll look to throw. The 20. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Olivier Vernon brings him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies smooth.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
To throw is Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 11 yards there, 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, gun.
56 is the Mike. Here we go, Gary. Mike 56.
12.
56. I don't think you got it, son.
11.
56. Check 56.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Check. Crunch.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then,